Okay, this video is about two different Cameron Diaz movies. And they're quite a few years apart. So I'm gonna talk about the differences and everything, and do a movie review like I usually do, and trying to do as short as possible. Okay. So the first movie I'm gonna talk about is A Holiday. It was made in 2006, and it stars Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet and Jack Black and Jude Law and Rufus Sewell. Okay. So the story is Cameron Diaz just broke up with her boyfriend, and can't she doesn't cry. She doesn't show any emotion. So she just broke up with him, and she's trying to cry, and she tries and tries for about 10 minutes and realizes that it's a lost cause. So she says, okay, get on with it. So then she knows she wants to go out of town. So she looks up like rentals, vacation rentals. This is before Airbnb like thing. Okay. So she finds this cottage, and she's in LA. Okay. And she has this cottage, and she calls up the owner, which is Kate Winslet. And Kate Winslet plays Iris, and Cameron Diaz plays Amanda. Okay? And then Kate Winslet and Jude Law are brother sister. Okay? And Cameron Diaz and Jack Black know each other because they're friends in LA. So they end up swapping houses and kind of swapping friends and brothers and whatever. And it's basically a romantic comedy, but I don't know. Cameron Diaz, I like Cameron Diaz generally because she plays the fun girl, outgoing, you know, sometimes life of the party, but always like gets along with everyone. But in this one, she plays kind of neurotic. I don't know. Because, okay, it's evident that her character and Jude Law have chemistry. The kind of chemistry that you can't make up. You either have it or you don't. Okay, and they have it. But she's fighting it like, oh, well, I don't know, is this going to work because we're too far apart, like geographically? And how's it going to work when we're not together in the same place? And he has kids, and she doesn't know if she can handle a guy with kids and the whole thing. And she almost makes you want her not to fall in love with somebody because it's like you are too neurotic. But you know, he's like just live in the moment. So and then Iris is in love with her I think it's her boss. Uh Rufus Sewell, the one I told you about, plays Jasper. And she helps Jasper, and she thinks there's a love connection. Well, she finds out pretty quickly that uh, he's in love with someone else in the office, and he proposes marriage to her, the other one. Okay? And so Iris is left brokenhearted. She goes home. She cries buckets. And then she decides to swap houses with Cameron Diaz in LA. Okay? So then when she's staying at the her house, she meets her friend Jack Black. Um, and they just hit it off kind of because they both like music and stuff, and it just, it just works. And he's able to make her laugh, kind of a thing, and the whole thing. And so anyway, and then the weird part is when Iris calls her brother uh, and says, "What's going on?" and then she finds out that Amanda is like with her brother, so it kind of freaks her out at first. Like, well, you weren't supposed to fall in love with her, but that's what happens. So then, of course, at the end of 2.5 hours, everything is tied up with a bow, and everybody is in love with each other, and it's all hunky dory. And they all meet at the end and have a big dinner, big family dinner, the whole thing. I didn't tell you everything that happens in the movie, but I basically gave you the highlights. Okay, and the other movie I want to talk about is it's called The Other Woman. It was done in 2014 with Cameron Diaz, Leslie Mann, and Kate Upton. Those are the main ones. And then the her dad is played by Don Johnson, and yeah. So then, okay, story is she has a boyfriend, but her boyfriend's married, and the boyfriend's married to Leslie Mann, her character. Okay, so then what happens is she feels guilty because she didn't know he was married, and as soon as she finds out he's married, she wants to break up with him. And she tells the wife what's going on because the wife has no clue. Um, so then she feels bad after meeting his wife because she realizes that his wife is a nice person and feels guilty. You know, the whole thing. Okay. So then what happens is then she finds out, or the other one, she finds out there's another woman besides her. So they all three team up against this one man. Okay. Three women against one man. Yeah. Recipe for disaster. Okay. But then the thing is like it's a good movie for the most part. The only part I didn't really enjoy was the part that when they get to the point of gross humor because their kind of thing for revenge is to have him take a lot of laxatives. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the fact that they went down that road because I've seen the gross out humor before, and I typically equate that with people or like films that are written by men, and this is written by a woman, so kind of took me off guard for a second. Um, all right, but overall, I'd give the holiday 5 stars, and I'd give the other one about 3.5, 4 stars because it is funny up until that point. All right, you guys.